Byju's looks like finally has some relief in form of 300 crore rupees that Ranjan Pai could be pushing in very soon.
I'm not sure if it's a relief or it's an added liability, because this 300 crore rupees is not being invested but is actually being lent to Byju's. And why is it? And to the owner company, which is Think and Learn.
To repay debt.
It is debt to repay debt. So another 300 crore rupees in debt to shore up enough financial muscle to repay Davidson Kempner, who had lent 800 crore rupees earlier this year to Byju's. And David Kempner had actually vowed to put in about 2,500 to 3,000 crore rupees. But that is when all news started, going south in the case of Byju's. And it sort of made its stop loss, so to speak, at 800 crore rupees. Now, this 800 crore rupees has to be repaid. 300 crore comes in from Ranjan Pai, perhaps, some other options available within the company to at least get one investor or one lender off its back and close one chapter and move on to another. Now, what this 300 crore rupees when it comes in will also do is possibly, give the Chaudhury family that runs Akash tuition institutes, which was acquired by Byju's for almost $1 billion, 950 million or so. It gives that share swap which has always been pending, because the promoters of Akash did not go in for a share swap with Byju's parent company Think and Learn, because news emerging from Byju's was always negative. So it held on to its Akash shares and has not really swapped it. If this share swap now happens, then Byju's is going to own 51% of Akash. And eventually, whenever the listing, if at all the listing of Akash were to happen, then that is one profitable business that Byju still has, and it could reap in some dividends of that listing. But as of now, this 300 crore rupees coming in, A, to enable the share swap, giving some confidence to the Chaudhury family to swap its Akash shares with Think and Learn, and then use that cash inflow to repay the 800 crore rupees which it owes to Davidson Kempner in the US.
All right, so there's a lot of debt there on Byju's
But what is still pending is the $1.2 billion. This 800 crore rupees is the term B loan of $1.2 billion. It's outside of this 800 crore, which was a short-term loan given to Byju's. There is an interest also that has accrued on this loan, and the books of Byju's are still not out there.
Still not audited?
Absolutely.
Results
so
still not out?
FY22, FY23 and half of FY24, we haven't seen any financials of Byju's still.
All right, but there is an attempt made, however, to restructure, to let go of people, to ensure that whatever remains has to be profitable business. So layoffs continue unabated. There is news that there'll be 7,000 to 8,000 more employees that could be laid off.
So I think, Byju's does not have a choice really, because what has also happened is that not just Byju's, EdTech as a concept has not really, sustained the momentum that we saw in COVID and immediate post-COVID era. So distance learning, online tuitions, online coaching, all of that in any case has slowed down in its ability to induct more students and charge them. So cash flow is definitely a problem. And in the interim, Byju's went ahead and made some great acquisitions, which are not, giving the kind of dividend that it had hoped they would. And as a result of which, even those platforms like Epic and, a couple of others, Great Learning, are up for sale. That sale is going to help pay back the $1.2 billion of Term B loan, apparently. But the point is, what happened in 2022? What happened in 2023? Where are those books? Where are those financials? It was supposed to be submitted. The audited FY22 books were to be submitted by the 30th of September.
That hasn't
we are 15
happened.
days beyond that. That hasn't happened. FY23 books were to be submitted by the 31st of December. We are 2.5 months away from that. FY22 still not clear. So we don't know what really went into those books, what got cooked, what got overheated, what got missed. And as a result, we really don't know what has happened in those last 2 years when the books were not audited. And hence, the troubles and the layoffs and the downsizing and shutting down of offices, all of that is obviously collateral damage for a company that grew too fast without really looking at unit economics.
All right, getting too fast to the sun and burning itself in the process is what Byju's has done.